We are here at the 2025 World Championships. We're in the pits for a little live pit walk courtesy of Screw Compressor Spares. We're going to take you for a little tour around as open practice continues out on track. If you were with us earlier for the opener, we're going through 3-minute practice sessions for each of the heats, just letting everyone dial in this morning, running diffs and tyres and all those sorts of things. So we thought with the assistance of Screw Compressor Spares, we'd take you for a little walk around while that practice continues. And I'm starting with my friend Jensen Spencer. If you were with us yesterday, we had a little chat after Q4. Firstly, Jenna, how are you this morning?
I'm really good. Looking forward to today. Another cracker day here.
It is a beautiful spring day. And one of the things we talked about yesterday after your Q4 was the first time you raced the World Championships, right back in
1987.
1987. Where was that World?
Romsey, UK.
So you were like just a young fella, right? A junior driver, 13, 14 years old, something like that?
I was 13, yeah. Went overseas and was not as big as this. I don't remember it as big as this, but yeah, it was a big deal. And got to see Masami and Joel Johnson both win world titles.
Masami's very first World Championship in 1987, and who knew when he won that what he would go on to turn into. Tell us a little bit about, let me hold the radio, you tell us a little bit about the car, we'll come back to the radio.
So as I said yesterday, I had no idea what happened to my old car, but I've done my best to replicate what it was. So this body shell here was the body shell that Tony Gray painted for me back in 1987, and he did that replica for me some 37 years later. So this is the exact, I had photo of that body shell. Tony did that, and then I bought one of the AE re-releases, the team car, dyed it yellow, which is what Peter Orchard at the time from Orchard's Hobbies had done. Everyone dyed their plastics back then, usually blue, red or yellow, some green, and always yellow. And I had the Craftworks, a composite craft chassis. Yep. Marshy had one of those. So that was exactly what we ran in the day. So I did my best to reconstruct this, and I thought, well, I'm going to start running it. So I ran it at the muster, and I'm going to run it at the bash. So it's a car that sort of I look at now and bring it to a place like this.
How cool to come back and run another World Championships 38 years later with a bunch of mates on a beautiful racetrack, after that first experience.
And let me be clear, I'm a blow-in. I didn't qualify formally, but there were some spots at the end, so I thought I'd come, as you said, with some friends and share the experience, and it's been awesome. Yeah, it's nice. And, it's serious but casual. We're a casual group of guys trying to do the best that we can, but in amongst some of the world's best drivers, we're sort of put in our place. Some of us down at the back end of the field, but that's okay. We're still having fun.
I've got your radio here in my hand as well. Let me give you that. Tell us a little bit about that radio. I want to hold the beast.
Yeah, so this was, I think, probably there weren't that many. It was either Fataba or KO back in the day, but this, this was what people ran. And the funny thing was, you knew if someone was frustrated with their car, because by the end of the day the aerial would be bent as they slammed it down and were angry. But yeah, it still feels good, we picked it up yesterday, and Watto had an EX5 and Grubb had one as well, and we actually think these still feel better than the new ones. And I did hear on the grapevine that there's potentially re-releases of radios coming out with modern electronics, so you can not worry about the crystals. Channel 6, that was me. So it's very different these days. We're actually blessed with LiPo batteries and radios that you don't also need to hand in to scrutineering because of interference. But yeah, it's something special about this radio. And Jason Millwood tracked this down for me and gave it a spruce up, and it's like essentially brand new. So thanks to Jace.
One of the wonderful things about this hobby is all of the history, the explosion in vintage racing. And we've been celebrating a little bit of that heritage here at the 40th anniversary of the IFMAR World Championships. Mate, great to have you with us. We better let you go because you've got your morning warm-up this morning. All the best for the warm-up and for Q5.
Thank you. You guys are doing a cracker job. Thanks very much.
That's Jensen Spencer from Australia. He's from the Chargers RC Club. Chris has just shown you some of the other history that's on display here. Of course we love the vintage cars, but it is just that this year's World Championships is that 40th anniversary. So we're taking some opportunities across the course of the weekend to celebrate some of that heritage. We've talked a little bit about some of the drivers. These cars are reproductions from the 1989 World Championships finals. One on the left there, 1987, and a Kyosho Ultima from the Worlds in 1987. So yeah, just a little bit of the history that goes along with this fabulous hobby with 40 years of our story. We're going to take you for a little walk around the pits now, give you a little bit of a sense of what's happening. We'll see if we can grab a couple of drivers just to see what track conditions are like this morning. But we'll give you a little bit of a sense of where we're at. So we'll take you inside the pit tent here for a moment, and then we'll come back out and we'll kind of wander around together. The organising team here at Hills Off-Road have set up this fabulous marquee. The whole entire entry, 150 drivers filling the marquee from end to end. Kind of set up in team areas. So we're here in the Schumacher team area at the moment. Team Associated down the far end, X-Ray in behind us. I'm going to see if I can just grab Daniel Kobovic. Have you got a sec for a chat? We'll grab Daniel Kobovic for a chat. He's just been out on track for his 3-minute warm-up. So Daniel, don't want to kind of, look at anything we're not supposed to look at there behind you, but I just want to ask you how the track conditions were this morning. This will be the earliest you've been on track all week, right, in that morning warm-up?
Yeah, that's true. I didn't change much from the car from the last round yesterday, and the grip was very low, so it would be nice to change something on the car now to make a bit more grip, but I'm sure the grip is going to come up, and it was so slippery out there now.
Big important Q5 for you, the chance to kind of work out, if you can hold on to that P2 starting position. That's the goal?
Yeah, that would be very nice. And there's a couple of guys like Davey, Brock as well maybe, and Spencer, I don't know. Yeah. But at least just trying to go out there and try to make a top 3 run again and hopefully beat them.
And look forward to so much to what happens after lunch today.
Yeah, that'll be exciting. The AAAs on this track will be fun for sure, some nice fighting.
Do you feel like the layout's going to allow for some passing opportunities?
It's difficult to say, really. Yeah. Haven't really tried yet, but for sure the doubles will play a part of it, and also maybe in the middle or the uphill, maybe there if you don't have enough grip. But we will see.
All the best for all that today holds.
Thank you.
That's Daniel Kovacic. He was one of the drivers out early this morning. We're looking down to the end of the pits area here. This is where the whole X-Ray team are. X-Ray Europe, some of the Australian drivers, the European, the US drivers down there as well. We'll go and see if we can grab one of them for a quick chat just to see how track conditions were this morning for them. There's a big opportunity for Dakota Fenn to have a good run. He'll start a little later than some of the other drivers working back there from heat 11. So we'll check in with Dakota and see how conditions were this morning for him. Dakota, do you have a sec for a quick chat with us? We're live on the stream. So this is the X-Ray kind of crew down here. We've got the Australian team over to our left, the international team here. Dakota Fenn, you've had a practice run this morning. How's conditions out there?
Yeah, conditions are definitely lower grip, like it kind of is every morning with the water. So the whole team tried some stuff and maybe made a little bit of progress. It's hard to tell that every run it gets faster every heat. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll try to finish out Q5 strong and go from there.
Little opportunity, I guess, for you in Q5 starting in what will be a little later heat than some of the other top guys. It's not the heat you want to be in, obviously. But is there an opportunity there to kind of, as you say, really finish off strong in this two-wheel drive qualifying?
Yeah, for sure. Maybe move up a little bit. And then set our sights on full drive, reset, and see what we can do with that.
What can you learn from two-wheel drive that can kind of help you go into that four-wheel drive portion of the event and really reset, as you say?
Yeah, I think shocks are a big thing. I think we learned a lot at the warm-up here. We learned a lot testing before, and then we've all been trying a lot of stuff this weekend as well. So we've learned a lot with that, and we'll apply that to full drive and hopefully continue to work together and just get on pace a lot quicker in four-wheel.
Well, all the best today, but we're really looking forward to seeing you guys go at it as we start four-wheel drive practice on Saturday.
Yep, sounds good. Thanks.
That's Dakota Fenn, one of the X-Ray team. It's probably not been quite the weekend yet that team were hoping for, but we are not even halfway through the event. We'll go back outside here. We'll take a little walk along what we're calling Manufacturers Alley. A whole bunch of supporters here, sponsors of the event, technical teams here supporting their drivers. We showed you that kind of JConcepts area with the vintage reproduction cars on display there. RC Discharger are here. A couple of the manufacturers rolling in a little late this morning. Elsaram here, just releasing their new speed control a couple of days ago. Hobby Wing have been here with tech support for their drivers. Sanwa, of course, on site with radios, receivers, servos, and support. And Team Coyote, the major sponsor, presenting partner of this 2025 IFMAR World Championships. A big presence here. Oscar Jansen's been here. Tsushihara's been here. You might have been with us a couple of days ago when we sat down in the Mob Boss Den for a good long chat with Hara. It's a fantastic interview. If you go back to Tuesday's practice broadcast, you can find us kind of around lunchtime on that broadcast. So full display here from Team Coyote. And then the last of our manufacturer areas, if you like, the Mob Boss graphics. Actually, we'll jump in and grab Oscar for a chat. Do you want to come and have a chat with me, Oscar? Where do we get in? We'll get somewhere where we'll have to face the sun, won't we? Just to make life a bit easier. Oscar,
the sunshine. Yes.
Fabulous to have you.
By the way. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah.
Fabulous to have you here. How's your week been?
Quite interesting, of course. Every time I come to Australia, I really enjoy.
Just move here. We'll have you as one of us.
We are actually really thinking about this.
Okay.
So now, seriously, this event is, of course, second to none. It's brilliant organized. The deserved people are in front because they found the right things. They have the right tires, the right settings. So from this point of view, nothing anymore to add. I think the racing today will be unbelievable. And let's see who will be the new world champion.
And you've had Hara here with you, a whole team from Team Coyote. You've been enjoying the week together?
Yeah, we have a really good weekend. I think bringing Hara here is a kind of good joker because everybody really likes him. And I can see as an ambassador of Team Coyote, he's doing an incredible job. So, and it's always fun to have him with us because he's an amazing person, not only on the track but also private. So we had a nice Chinese dinner yesterday and a lot of fun about it. So we actually ate Beijing duck in
Sydney,
in Castle Hills.
Okay.
So that's quite impressive, right?
That's very impressive. All right, I'm going to hold you to this.
Yes.
Who goes fastest in Q5?
Q5. Let's do Jona.
Joona Hartonen.
Yes.
That would be. Has he got just an outside chance of sneaking into the top 10 with a good run?
I hope so, because he is. I think he's doing really well, and he deserves to be there.
Fabulous. Thank you so much for being here. We'll try and catch up with you a little bit later on in the week as well.
I hope so.
Oscar
you so
Janssen
much.
from Team Coyote, major partners and sponsors here at the 2025 World Championships. We'll see you a little bit later on.
See you later on.
We'll keep on going with our little tour down here, and we're getting into what's the kind of largest team area of the pits, the team associated area. So drivers literally from all across the world here with Team Associated. From Europe, of course, we've talked a lot about Marcus Kerrup. Davey, have you got a sec? We'll just grab Davey Batter as he just emerges from the pit area. Davey, pretty strong start to yesterday for you, a couple of twos in those first couple of rounds of qualifying. We're just trying to get in the sun here. How are you feeling this morning about Q5?
Feeling good. Last 2 rounds weren't that great for me, but I guess a bad round for me was a 5. I'll take that.
Yeah,
so,
take that.
yeah, I think I just need.
So this morning the track conditions obviously be about as early as you've started. How was the warm up out there?
It was pretty good. My car was a little loose, but the faster laps in times.
We're just having a little audio, so we're just having to back you up here, Davey. We'll come back down to the Coyote tent if you've got a second. Just want to ask you about the teamwork that's been going on for you. We've heard a lot about working as teams, and Marcus has talked about working closely with you a little bit. What's that been like for you as an experience at this World Championship to be in such a team environment?
Yeah, I mean it's been really good. First it was Marcus that came over, asked me what some of the stuff was on my car, and he put it on with his package in it. It put him to the top by a lot, and then I went to some of his stuff, and that shot me up there too. And now we, Aiden and Spencer, we all start working together. We're all pretty close. I think we have a little bit different rear end setups and stuff, but yeah, it's been fun and great to work with them.
Okay, so that means I do have to ask you, how do you juggle the team thing in finals this afternoon when you might be going up against, say, Marcus, for a world championship? Like, you can be kind and polite and a good teammate only for so long, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think we both want to race each other at our best. So, I mean, I haven't been really one to hide setup from anyone or Just I don't really drive any differently on who's my team and who's not. So I try to race everyone clean. So that won't change.
You've been super fast in the US for quite a while now. This feels like a breakout world championship for you. I mean, what are the ambitions for today and then going into four-wheel drive? You've got a world title on your mind, right?
Yeah, of course. Looking the battle with Marcus, and I think Kovac's in there. Spencer, he needs one good point. I think he'll be in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, last Worlds I was 15th, so this is a big step from that. So, yeah, definitely got to be doing this good though.
All the best this afternoon.
Thank you.
That's Davey Batter. He'll start well up in that A final, somewhere between second and fourth, maybe, depending on how results go. I think quite likely be second or third on the grid. He'll do battle with, of course, his own teammate Marcus Carup, who'll start out of pole position. We'll duck into this team associated area. We can't go too far away, but just to give you a little bit of a look at what's going on this morning as drivers prepare for their final qualifier. Actually, there's a man I think we'll have a little chat with. Can I borrow you for a second?
And let me do my hair.
We'll grab you both. We'll just come a little bit closer to the camera. So I've grabbed the team pole all the way from the other side of the world. First time in Australia, first time on dirt. Incredible day for you yesterday. I mean, you were so fast in practice on, I don't even know what day it is now, Tuesday. But tell me a little bit about your first day of kind of qualifying experience here at the Worlds.
It's been really good. I've been getting some good scores, top 20 most of them, so I'm doing well so far. I'm 21 overall, so hopefully getting the B final.
Q5 pretty important to try and make that little step. How was the car in the warm-up this morning?
It was quite good. I mean, obviously we're second out, so we'll struggle a bit in the first practice, but hopefully in the qualifying will be a lot better.
And let me just kind of cast our mind ahead a little bit, if I can, and ask you about your four-wheel drive. Do you prefer two-wheel or four-wheel, or you don't mind either way? You know, what's the weekend hold?
I don't mind. Whatever's better, I prefer, to be honest. Like, whatever I drive better. Well, that's what I meant. The cars are both good, so.
Fantastic. Duncan, let me ask you what it's been like to be here as a family on the other side of the world, watching your son do his thing, you're kind of wrenching on the tools, and, you know, what's the whole week been like for you as a family?
It's just epic. Just trying to think. It just seems like a dream. You're wrenching. It's absolutely exhausting. It feels like you've done 24 hours in like 8 hours. It's just excellent. I think that it's like the RC families. You're meeting so many different people from all over. It's just epic, and we're learning. I mean, that's the main thing for us. This Worlds, our first Worlds, we're learning so much. Things like the tyres on dirt. It's the team are just being so good to us, and they're supporting us and helping us on our journey.
Daniel, let me just ask you one last question. You're here in the kind of sprawling team associated end of the pits. You've got world champions like Ongaro and Rivkin and some of the Australian guys. What's that experience been like to be here in the midst of this team, working, I guess, with some of these people that you haven't met before or you haven't raced with before? How much fun for Daniel Pole?
Oh, it's very good. They're helping out a lot. That's the main thing. So, yeah, I'm glad to be part of the team.
And you're actually tucked in here next to Tommy and Jamie Hall as well across the table from you. So I guess it's nice to have some folks you know pretty well from back home in the UK national scene.
Definitely, they're good fun as well.
We're hoping that that Tommy makes it into the A. It would be really good to see him in the A.
Yeah, Tommy's right on the bubble, isn't he? If he has a good one in Q5, there's a chance for him to force his way in.
Hopefully, hope he gets in.
Thank you guys so much for chatting with us. It's been fabulous to watch what you've done already this week. Good luck for today, but especially as we go into the weekend. Can't wait to see forward drive.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's the Pole family. One of the themes of this weekend, actually, and we wrote a little bit about this last night, has been the kind of family nature of this event. There's a whole bunch of father and son teams here, of course. We're well used to that. Teams like the Poles with, you know, the dad on the tools, the son on the radio. But there are fathers and sons racing both in this event. There are brothers racing in this event. There's a brother, daughter, son-in-law combo racing in this event. And that's something pretty special about this World Championships, that kind of family environment. The other thing is the team environment, which we've touched on there a little bit, but we will come back to that a little later in the weekend and maybe unpack that team environment a little bit further. Let me grab an Australian driver for a second. What do you mean? Come on. Jack, what's it been like to have a World Championship here on home soil?
Oh, it's pretty awesome, to be honest. I've been looking forward to this for a while, and seeing all the world's best make it look so easy. It's really eye-opening, but no, it's awesome. No, they've done a really good job, the club. Really happy.
And your own performances, you looking pretty speedy yesterday.
Yeah, I started off a little slow, a little rough, but we slowly worked our way up. Yesterday afternoon I'm pretty happy with the pace. Hopefully I can get one more good one in today, and hopefully I can qualify in the top 30ish if I'm lucky.
So you think with a good Q3 there's a chance to get you kind of force your way into that C final?
Oh, I think a few of the guys that are already in the 30 might need to have a bad last one, but yeah, fingers crossed. We'll give it a go.
All the best.
Thank you.
It's 81 drivers from across Australia. The maximum entry for a World Championship is 150, and so what we've really tried to... Here's the man. Come and chat with me.
The other side.
Sorry while I cough. Jason Rowena from JConcepts, one of the sponsors of the event, one of the kind of most well-travelled, I suppose, people involved in RC. Welcome to Australia.
Thank you. It's good to be back. Obviously, we did the warm-up race, and this is even better. You know, it's even a better experience. We get a little bit of some amazing, cool weather. Yep. And the track, I like the layout even better this time around. So obviously the event with the jumbo tent here beside us. So it's perfect.
Are you like me, wishing that you had a transmitter in your hand and could turn some laps on this racetrack?
You know, I wouldn't mind driving a couple laps, but racing is kind of a whole nother story. You know, driving a couple laps is good, but racing the event is kind of a whole different thing because it's so much commitment between the tires, mounting, you know, in and out of tech. It's a big commitment. It's hard for you to take in the event for other people and other drivers if you race because it uses a lot of time during the day to not to mention if you want to be, you know, focused on yourself. So it's nice to be able to do some of this stuff where you're concerned about yourself and your own results. But I like this side of it probably the best now because it's definitely less stressful and you don't get as mad at yourself as you do racing, but you don't get that thrill either of that great run or that great moment. So it's a little bit easier to be even keel, I guess, in this situation. But you try to live through the other guys a little bit too, and you know their exciting moments and some of the qualifiers. I mean, the one we saw in the B qual was at Spencer, Brock, and Daniel. Man, that was an awesome three guys.
Yeah. A lot to look forward to this afternoon. Can't wait to stand trackside with you and see it all unfold.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we got a lot of grid positions to decide out there, and that really is going to determine who's got a shot. I think you kind of have to start at least in the top 3 or 4 realistically to win. Yeah. And, stuff really has to go your way other than that. So, that last run today, it's going to set everything up.
Yeah. Fantastic. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your support of the event. Everyone can jump over onto the JConcepts socials for lots of good photos, courtesy of Chris Circus, I think, is here shooting for you guys, your own analysis and videos. Wonderful to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks again, and we look forward to more coverage this weekend.
That's Jason Rowena from JConcepts, one of the presenting sponsors here at the 2025 World Championships. Got a great bunch of drivers and a great bunch of new products, body shells. One of the big talking points has been front tyres. So lots of different JConcepts front tyres in use by quite a few of the drivers. It must be said. It's the first time in quite a few years front tyres on a guy like me. That's been pretty cool to see. We're going to just head back a little bit across here. I think we'll probably wrap up fairly soon. We're just having some little range issues. There are drivers, there's a buzz in the pits this morning. We've talked to a few of the drivers. The open practice sessions will be wrapping up shortly. It's 3 minutes each for each driver out on track this morning, just to get used to what the conditions are like and to bring the track up. If you've been with us across the 3 days, you know that we have a condition where we start off wet in the morning. We might grab Marcus for a little chat this morning and we'll kind of make this our closing conversation here. Marcus Kerrup, it's finals day. How are you feeling this morning?
Pretty good. We made some changes to the car, and I think it's going to be good for the first qualifier here. And I'm stoked.
conditions pretty different this morning than they'll be this afternoon. So are we really a fair way from what you'll run this afternoon in setup? You got to kind of go all back to what you ran yesterday?
I'm kind of keeping the car almost the same. We're trying some stuff for the qualifier here, but yeah, I mean, not doing too much. Just trying to get the confidence up and hope for the best.
You talked with us a little bit yesterday about hoping to get, have Davey Batter start right behind you rather than perhaps one of your other opponents. Anything you can do in the qualifier this morning? Will you have that in mind of, can you play the team game, so to speak, to help Davey have a good result?
Yeah, I mean, it's always in the back of the mind that, if you do a bad run, you're always inviting other people into the party. So, yeah, it's about keeping it on the reels and just go for it out there.
All the best today. It's going to be a fantastic day.
Thank you.
That's Marcus Kerup, our top qualifier. He will start out of position 1 this afternoon for those two-wheel drive finals. Folks, that's probably enough of a walkabout for now. No, we've got a little bit more time. So that's really what we've got ahead of us this afternoon. We're just about wrapped up with that open practice. In a few minutes, we'll drop back over to Scotty and Mitch and pick up qualifying round number 5, remembering that we start at heat 15. So we'll start at 15, we'll work our way all the way back down to heat number 1. Schumacher Tris, there he is. Let's go and see if we can get Tris from Schumacher to talk to us for a moment. So yeah, it'll be qualifying heat number 5, round number 5, working from 15 all the way back down to 1. Tris, do you want to have a quick chat? We've just interrupted Tris Neal, Team Schumacher's engineer. Big day for you guys today. You've got 2 or 3 drivers right up the front, 3 drivers I think in the top 5, and maybe Tom Rinderneck with a chance to push his way in this morning. How's everyone feeling today?
I think reasonably positive because yesterday we kind of worked towards getting pace. We know that yes, the track cooled down a little bit, so we gained some speed. But like for Daniel and Brock, they were like the 3 and 4. I know that Marcus and Davey they felt like a step ahead, but I'd like to hope we've closed that gap a bit. Yep. For today, small changes, try some things we've thought about, and we'll just try our best.
Michael talked yesterday about perhaps not being quite as comfortable in the heat of the day. We'll probably see A1 and A2 in fairly warm conditions, so I'm assuming you've looked at some changes overnight for him to kind of find that comfort in the warm conditions.
Yes, we've worked on damping. That's been one of the main things we've been working on to get the car right. It's got bumps on the tracks, there's elevation changes, jump landings, and it's low grip. So you've got to cater for everything and somehow, tick all the boxes. I think Michael, out of all of them, struggled that bit more. And then it was him he's made good progress. And on that last one, on the Q4, he was having a good run. And arguably there was a TQ in the bag. He just unfortunately collected another car when they made a mistake. So it's just one of those things, but he's still got a good score, which has pushed him up the ladder. Yeah.
Exciting day for you guys today. The chance to take your second ever off-road World Championships. First one all the way back in 1987. We're just chatting with a competitor from those world titles. All the best this afternoon.
Well, thank you. It's something that I've dreamed of. I've never had a World Championship under my kind of leadership of looking after the team and everything, and it's been 13 years now, and I'm hoping maybe one day I'll get one. And if today was today, that'd be amazing. It'd be quite a wonderful thing. But I don't count my chickens until it's the end of the day.
Well, enjoy and all the best of racing luck to you guys.
Thank you very much, and have a good day.
Thank you. That's Tris Neal. We've grabbed one more gentleman for a chat. He's a gentleman. Michael Snedden, Campbelltown Hobbies. You're helping us with the coverage. You're one of the major partners here at the World Championships. You're on site with the shop. Yep. Firstly, welcome. And how's the week going for you?
Yeah, it's been really good. Like lots of support. It's great to be out of the track. Atmosphere is awesome. Get to meet people I've never met before. So it's pretty starstruck on seeing a few of the drivers. So yeah, it's been really good. It's awesome.
I did want to ask you, you've got Steve Watt from Brisbane down here taking some photos for you. Steve's a fabulous photographer. Is that being published over on the Campbelltown Hobbies Facebook page? Is that where we find those shots?
Yeah, so they're on his page, and then we've shared them on our page as well, and we'll share them around the community on Facebook and everything. So yeah, we'll definitely be putting them up as he hands them out to us. So yeah.
What does it mean for Campbelltown Hobbies to be involved in racing? You're obviously a hobby shop. You sell a whole wide range of products, but the racing market, if you like, is a particular kind of niche market. But you guys seem so committed to racing and to clubs and events like this. Tell me a bit about why that's the case.
So it's a passion, something that I grew up with. Like it's like I think I first got my RC car when I was like 7, and from there, we were always at events, and when like I worked for other hobby stores, and then eventually opened up my own, and then I noticed like I was into drones, and then because I got out of RC racing. And there was just a massive hole in the market when I wanted to do it again. And I was like, okay, what can we do to help the drivers, buy local. So, we kind of slotted in, tried to stock as many parts as we could, support the events, and just like grow the community. Because, like it's from where it was to what it's become now. I like to think that we've been a big part of it. And yeah, it's just a passion really. And, I don't drive myself anymore, but I get more enjoyment out of seeing everyone else, do their thing, oh, Mark, I need this, or Steve, or whoever's at the shop. It's, it's rewarding. And then the clubs, like, look at this event, like, it's massive. It's come such a long way, and I just want to give back. It gives a lot to me. So if I can give back, then, I'm happy.
You've got the full store over there just outside the pit area. What have been the big sellers this weekend? What's going out the door?
Oh, so obviously oils, but wings, rims, a lot of spare parts. We sold a lot of ready-to-run cars as well, to bypasses. So, I imagine after the event there's going to be millions of little cars running around. So, it's been a big mixture. It's different every day. Yep. So, like the week beforehand, me, Stu, Steve, like we were just like going, okay, what do we need? We must have had like 100 boxes of stock, and then every time we think we're done, we're like, oh, maybe we need this, maybe we need that. And then obviously there's been stuff that we haven't had. So once I finish here, I drive to the supplier's warehouse, pick up more stock, come back. So it's been like 4 to 8 every day. So I will be glad once it's over, so we can chill out a bit. But yeah, it's different every day.
Where do people find you guys online if they want to kind of grab some gear? I mean, obviously here at the track we know where to find you, but online and physically, where do people find Campbelltown Hobbies?
Yep, so our shop is at 254 Queen Street, Campbelltown, campbelltownhobbies.com.au, and yeah, Campbelltown Hobbies on Facebook. You can message us, email us, call us, text us. Like, we try to make it so you can communicate, by your preferred channel. So, but we're very easy to find. If you type in RC car on Google, I'm sure we're probably one of the first to pop up. So,
Michael, thank you so much for your support of the event. Great to have you guys here. Who's your tip for the win today?
I would love an Australian, but I'm feeling Marcus is, he's a fan favourite, nice guy, how good would it be before he's 18, to take the title? Another one, so.
You heard it there. And unfortunately, I don't think any Australians can make the final, so we'll have to wait until Monday's four-wheel drive finals for that to happen.
That's right, yeah, we'll wait for Monday.
Thank you, Michael. Michael Sneddon, Campbelltown Hobbies. Great to have you guys here with us, supporting the event and supporting our RC Race Media broadcast.
No
we'll catch up with you a little later on.
Done. Thank
Beautiful. You. I'm going to grab Angelo for a chat as well.
Morning, mate.
Angelo,
buddy.
We'll come back up a little bit here and come in here with me, Angelo. One of the well-known faces of Hobby Wing. Great to have you guys here. How's your week been?
It's been really, really good. Really good. Apart from DHL delaying some things that we had to fly in, but everything's been great. Look, the club has done an amazing job. I'm a critic, as you know. All engineers are these days, right? We want things perfect. They've done a great job. I believe probably one of the best worlds ever. What they've put on is magnificent. So yeah, and you guys here, RC Race Media, and my mate Chris there on the camera.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Tell me a bit about the team that you've got here with you. Dalton's here, Matty G's here from the US. So tell us a little bit about the team and what the Hobby Wing crew have been doing to support your drivers.
Well, we've got, as you know, we've got Matty G's coming out from the US. Matty's he's a motor guru, we call him, right? Stock motor guru. Sultan, our team international manager, travels all around the world to different events, from Europe to the USA, Asia, Australia. Sultan's working on a lot of setups for a lot of the guys here. Matty's doing the same for the US guys, and I'm the technical guru down the board level.
What are we doing? Like what? So what's the secrets to go fast here in terms of, what you guys are doing with speed controls and motors with your drivers?
The secrets are listening.
Sorry, say that again.
The secrets are listening to what the drivers want. Okay. So we can give what the drivers want. They just got to tell us what they want. That's the main. That's the main secret of it all. So what they want, we can give them. If they tell us we need more punch or we need more RPM, we know the technology inside out, right? So software and hardware. So we know what we can do to give them what they want.
And what do they want? What are they asking for?
Well, there's a lot of them. They say, "Well, I want more punch out of the corners." Others say, "I'm lacking RPM." So okay, we will make those adjustments, motor adjustments, ESC adjustments, so they can be able to get what they need.
You're not telling me, are you?
Look, there's no secrets, to be honest with you. Hobby wing hardware, software, I always say it all the time. What our factory-sponsored drivers use, you can buy straight off the retail shelf. There's no secrets.
What is the preferred motor of choice here, motor wind in two-wheel drive?
At the moment, 8.5 turn. Yeah, we've some are running a 12.3 rotor, some are running a 12.1. It just all depends on the field.
I'm going to grab your colleague here and bring him in for a chat. Thanks, Angelo. Matty, come on in here into the middle. Welcome to Australia. Great to have you here.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a good time. The environment's awesome. The track's badass. We got no complaints about that.
I think you mean the track's very good.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. I mean, that's the American in me,
Nice. You made the trip down last year to the Australian Carpet Series with your good friend Jared Ment. Yeah. Did you come and have a look at the track then?
Yeah, I came and ran one of the tech guys' cars. It was actually a lot of fun. The track was a lot drier than what it was now, but from what we've seen, the traction is way different than what we expected. I actually went and tested with Davey Bada a lot, and the track that we tested at is actually really similar grip to this, so I feel like that's a main reason why we're able to drive on the track how it is right now.
It's a big weekend for Davey. It almost feels like a breakout worlds for him, doesn't it? Yeah. His performance yesterday morning in particular was extraordinary. What are you doing with him in terms of setup for electronics, motor, speed controls to make that car really drivable?
Yeah, I mean, I can't really get too crazy into his electronic stuff, but he's been putting in a lot of work. He puts in the time, he puts in the hours. His parents own a very well-known race and hobby shop in the Apple Valley area. So, I mean, he puts in the time, he puts in the effort, and the results are more than deserving of what he's doing right now.
You're out there racing as well. I'm giving up on trying to get any details out of you. You're out there racing as well. How much fun's the layout to drive for you?
The layout's a lot of fun. It was a lot more fun before the cones. I feel like the cones have attacked some of my runs. But yeah, the layout's really fun. It flows well. It feels very US-like, where there's some off-camber sections, like the double-doubles. It's been a lot of fun.
What's your call in terms of passing opportunities for the finals this afternoon? Where do you see people being able to maybe kind of throw it up the inside or make a move?
I think how the entry of the corner is on the chicane section and on the off cambers. It's going to decide if you're riding the curb or if you blow the line and you don't want to lose any grip. It's just going to be a matter of managing how hot you're getting the tires, how fast you're coming into the run, or if you hit a patch of the wet. I'm sure the track is going to dry out some more, but if it gets any more, if the sunlight comes out, it should be more consistent than what it was last night. But I mean, we'll see. It'll be very interesting to see what the racing is going to be like.
Can't wait to see it. All the best to you and the whole team.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's Matty Gonzalez. Sorry, Matt. I'll duck out of your way. Hunter. I'll grab one more for a chat. Hunter, welcome to Australia.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're more known as a stock driver, right? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, I've been running stock for the last couple of years, but before I ran stock for this second go around, I actually ran mod for quite a few years.
Okay. How's your world's been so far?
It's been all right. Really not. No, I'm finishing pretty well. I mean, I'm sitting in about the D sort right now, but I really wanted to be up in that B. Just a couple unlucky runs from me, but I'm not doing too bad.
What's the goal this afternoon or this morning for you in terms of Q5? What's the opportunity for you?
I'd really like to get a top 20 run. I think if I can get into the top 20, I might have a shot at making the C. I really needed that Q4 for me to be good yesterday, but unfortunately, it was actually my worst run I had so far.
Yeah.
So yeah, just hoping to get a top 20 maybe, and if I can, I'll probably have a shot at the C.
Nice. And two drive or four drive is a preference for you?
You know, I run out like this. My local track is actually pretty close to this. I like running four-wheel drive, but I enjoy two-wheel drive actually more, to be honest.
Okay. We'll look forward to your performance this morning in Q5 and finals this afternoon, and of course into four-wheel drive on the weekend.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's Hunter King, one of a number of good stock drivers. Hello, Sultan. We'll spin you around here. Sultan Dog, part of the Hobby Wing team. Lovely to meet you. Welcome to Australia.
Thank you very much. And I also very like your media report. Every morning I read the Action RC, also RC media, Racing Media, RC Racing TV. Great coverage.
It's the whole coverage from the whole industry is incredible at this event, isn't it? I mean, obviously we're loving being here live, but RC Racing TV from the UK, No Name Podcast, Red RC are here, Circus RC, JConcepts. Extraordinary.
Yes. Also, I saw this time lots of medium, like cooperate very tightly and share the information, share the video, share the interview. That's great.
That's good. What do you love about racing? Like, why are you here? What do you love about going to these big races?
Actually, I can feel great achievement from our team because now our team drivers, especially those young guys, they did very well, and that make me very happy and proud. Yeah.
So who are your leading drivers as we go into finals this afternoon? Who are the Hobby Wing drivers to watch?
Basically, I take more care of European drivers like Marcos, Angelo, the young generation, and also Kovacic for sure. So they all did very well now. I'm super happy.
Good luck this afternoon.
Yes, thank you very much.
That's Sultan Dong from Hobby Wing. Great to have the whole team here. We're going to grab a man who needs almost no introduction, but we'll introduce him just briefly anyway. Josh Payne from Australia. Mates, how are you doing?
Oh, fabulous. Two-wheel drive's almost over, thank God.
Yeah, no, I'm not asking. Just give us a bit of a sense of the atmosphere around the event and, you know, what you're particularly enjoying about it.
Oh, well, it's all that you would expect from a World Championships, except it's in our own backyard. Yeah. Pretty special. Obviously, in 2018, we had that in Perth, and, you know, I got to be heavily involved in it, and, you know, it's a special thing. And Craig built the track there as well. He's done it again here. But, look, there's a real camaraderie from the Australians here. It's really special for everyone to come together from all walks of the RC scene. You know, for some people who are, you may never have the opportunity to have done a Worlds are here and they're making the most of it. You know, I've done 13, 12, something like that to World Championships. So it's definitely not my first rodeo. And yeah, I'm loving it, you know, and you know, it's just an hour and a half from home. So there's one thing about it though, is the only sad thing about having a home Worlds is it just doesn't have that. You don't get to go to the airport. You're not setting off somewhere fabulous to see. You're just like, oh, I know this place. So it does, as exciting as it is having home Worlds, you do miss that excitement of going away.
Yeah. You're not on the other side of the world, and what happens on tour stays on tour, right?
Yeah, and when I set everything on fire, I can't just hop on a plane and escape. So, you know, I have to deal with it the week later. So I can't be as, you know, wild.
You talked about Craig Lawton being the track builder here and over in 2018. What do you think of this track that Craig's built here with the Hills crew?
Yeah, well, obviously the Hills crew sent, I think, 100 layouts to him. And that's not a joke. He literally was just, yes, no, that's shit, that's great. And then they, as a team, they came together with what they thought might be a really good racetrack. And it is. I think it's going to be awesome for racing. The previous layout didn't lend itself as much to that. It was a bit of follow the leader, but I think we're going to have some passing opportunities here and see some great racing. And the level of competition is the highest I've seen at a 10 scale Worlds, I think. Yeah, as far as how close everyone is and what we're going to see. So,
who's your tip?
Carrot. TQ, man.
Pretty hard. Looks pretty hard to beat right now, doesn't he?
Oh, he's running on that wave of confidence from 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know, wins his first Worlds. And I was thinking straight away, I'm like, he's going to roll with that all the way here, and he has. Yeah. So, and this is maybe not the class you would expect him to do as well in, being, you know, probably more of a four-drive specialist. But yeah, he's on a high. So.
Your own day today. What's the goal here in Q5 and finals later? Where do we think we're going to line up this afternoon? Ahead of Scotty Ernst is the main goal, right?
Yeah, we dealt with that on day one, so he stopped challenging me. Thank you, Scotty. We didn't need that. Look, before the event started, I would have said top 70 was a really achievable goal and maybe something that I could have done. And actually, after a day, I realised that was well within reason. So I'm 61st at the moment, and Gillet's 57th. So I need to move into his final so we can get the job done on him.
Little head-to-head with the boys.
Oh, that's all it's about. Gillett and I battle everywhere we go.
All right, I'm going to keep a very close eye on qualifying. Good luck, mate.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
That's Josh Payne. We'll have one more chat. I think it's about 15 minutes till Q5 starts. Ari Barkla, great to have a chat with you. Maybe two-wheel drive hasn't quite been the way you wanted it, but just give me a sense of what this World's build-up has been like and what it's like to be here at the World Championships. I see your family here with you today as well.
Yeah, they literally just pulled up, which is really nice. Look, you know, I look at it as my highest finishing position, regardless of what Q5 does. It's my highest finishing position in two-wheel drive, so I'll take that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You've been here at the track a lot over the last couple of years. It's a whole new layout. We've been talking to everyone. I mean, it seems like universal praise for the track itself.
Yeah, look, the Castle Hill crew have done an awesome job. Everybody involved has put so much effort in. I'm really close friends with a couple of the guys here, obviously, and you know, they tell me what they've done, and it's unimaginable the effort they have put in, and it's obviously turned out to be amazing.
You're obviously deeply embedded in the X-Ray squad. You've got not only the Australian team but the whole international team. What's it been like to have this week together as the kind of broader global X-Ray team?
Yeah, look, it's obviously handy having the factory guys here, getting their insights and getting their information and the way their train of thought. Obviously, you know, we've been here for so long and doing so much testing and practicing, which hasn't helped one little bit. Just quietly, we were literally saying, man, like, why did we even come here for the last 2 years? Like, the track is just completely different to what we're used to, which we kind of thought it would. And you know, that's the beauty of a world titles. It's all new, it's all fresh, and you start from scratch.
We all say that we know that the track might be different, but in the back of our mind, I'm still surprised at how different it actually has been to what we've seen here in the past.
Honestly, I pulled my car out. I had my setting from you know, obviously the practicing and racing that we've been doing here. I'm like, don't change your car. The track will come to the car. The track will come to the car. Every round, the track will come to the car. The track did not come to the car. And it's now all a little bit too late, I'll say. But, you know, still happy, still having fun, which is the most important part, naturally.
So what does that mean, I guess, for your mindset going into four-wheel drive? Because it's a complete reset. Obviously, we start from zero. You've learnt some things about that approach. So, you know, where do you set yourself for Saturday as practice starts for the next half of this Worlds?
Fun. And honestly, like, it's the most important part. If you put too much pressure on yourself, you go backwards. It's a sliding scale where, you know, you just got to remember to have fun. And if you can just chill just that little bit, not tighten up when you drive, just relax, enjoy the moment for what it is, because we are never going to get this again. I've been racing for 37 years. I've never had a 10-scale Worlds in my own country, let alone my own club, say. Yes, I've raced an 8-scale Worlds in Perth, but I still travelled to that, and it wasn't my local. Yes, it was in my country, but so take that all in, enjoy the moment for what it is, and I think a lot of people have put way too much pressure on themselves. and you just need to let it flow, you know. And if you can do that, the results will come. They're going to be the same regardless. You might be 5 positions higher or 5 positions less. That's it, right?
That sounds like fabulous advice for racers all over the world. Focus on the fun, focus on the family. You've got your family here with you today and the team. Mate, hope you love today. Hope you have a great time. And we look forward to seeing how the rest of the week unfolds for you and the whole crew.
Yeah, thank you guys. Cheers.
That's Ari Barkla, Team X-Ray. Folks, that's probably a good place for us to call stumps on this little tour around the track and the pit area. We're going to go back out on track shortly for that all-important Q5. Remembering we're starting with the fastest heat. Race 15 will be off first. Scotty and Mitch on the mic can talk us through all that's going to involve. We're going to throw to some videos first. On the other side of that, come back for Scotty and Mitch as we prepare to count down to Q5 here on Two-Wheel Drive Finals Day at the Team Coyote IFMAR 2025 World Championships. This has been a tour brought to you by Screw Compressor Spares. We're delighted for their support. Thanks, Chris, behind the camera as we've dragged people in and out of a chat. Come back on the other side of this break. Q5 not too far away.